the webinar to challenge model. Let's talk about it. Me and my partner just got through wrapping up our webinar to challenge secrets trademark, and we're about to launch this offer to the general public to essentially help people launch their challenges by merging and synergizing webinars and challenges. But let's just talk about challenges for a second and really think about your actual customer. So when it comes to a virtual event, your customer does not have to spend money on travel. They don't have to spend money on hotels. They don't have to allocate a bunch of time. They still have to allocate time because it's a virtual event, but they don't have to allocate a bunch of travel time and figuring out and getting to the state or none of that. They literally just have to buy a ticket, and then they come and spend 3-5 days with you virtually, and we're able to create the same transformation that we would at a seminar business. But the problem is right now in the market, and this is why the webinar to challenge model is so important, is because right now all the top influencers, you see them running those come to my 5-day challenge, come to my 5-day boot camp, come to my 5-day sprint, whatever the naming convention of it is, you see all the top influencers doing it. And the thing about it is the top influencers are doing it because they're just basically leveraging their influence, leveraging their list. They might not even have the expertise. You may have more expertise than them in your particular field, but because they have that leverage, they're able to sell those tickets to their list and market in that fashion to get people to come to these virtual events. But the thing is, what happens if you don't have a list? What happens if you have a small following? What happens if you do have a list, but the email agency you're working with, they done burned through your list, they done ruined your domain rep, so now your emails aren't delivering, and you can't, same thing with the SMS, and you're not able to actually reach people to sell your tickets. Well, you can't just go and say, you know what? I'm gonna just run ads straight to a sales page, and I'm gonna give the people the 3 options, because when it comes to these virtual events that we run, you have your general admission, you have your VIP, you have your platinum. It's no different than the seminar business, right? You have different tiers, but in your virtual event, you have different tiers as well. But you can't just go and say, I'm just gonna run ads, cold traffic, strangers, they don't even know me. I'm gonna run ads to a sales page, and they're gonna buy my tickets, and they're gonna come to my event, and I'm gonna pack out the room, and I'm gonna build transformation in this event, and I'm gonna sell my offer at the end. That's not gonna work, because in order to sell the tickets, you can't just go, your conversion rate is gonna be way too low, so you're not even gonna actually be able to be converting just going straight to sales page. So what we have to do, we have to submerge the webinar into your process for selling tickets. There's a reason why the top influencers in this space say webinars is the #1 customer acquisition system. So what we do is we run our webinars, and we use our webinar piece to actually sell the tickets. And we're focused on getting the vast majority of people into our platinum tier, the highest tier, but we can also down sell VIP and general admission, because now what that does is that levels the playing field. You don't have to have a huge list. You don't have to have a massive following. You don't have to have this huge network that's gonna help you JV to sell the tickets, right? Because you're gonna sell the tickets through the webinar. Now, if you got all those things and you insert the webinar piece as a selling mechanism to help you sell tickets to ultimately get butts and seats to show up to your virtual event, you smart. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to break it down and really talk to you guys about this new webinar to challenge model that we're about to be doing. Trademark's done. We're about to officially launch it to the general public, and we're gonna change lives, and we're gonna help more people make more money than they could ever even imagine. We already know webinars work. I've generated millions and millions and millions of dollars for people with webinars. If you haven't seen, I'm gonna be posting just a lot more case studies and really breaking down tactics and strategies that we use. But the video that I have up right now, I talk about 2 brands that we took from 30,000 a month to 8 figures, collectively generating over $30 million in sales through webinars. So imagine that same sales mechanism being used to actually sell your tickets, so then that way people can come and spend 5 whole days with you. Once people spend 5 days with you, the trust happens, the transformation happens, and then we're able to make an offer to serve them at the end. So if you're interested in the webinar to challenge model, we're actually about to be launching this offer to the general public. It's gonna be super dope. We're gonna generate a lot of money for a lot of people. We're gonna create a lot of impact, and we're gonna really give people the opportunity to be able to leverage this selling mechanism, even if they don't have all the components that all the big top gurus have that's allowing them to steal market share. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in running a challenge, just shoot me a DM on Instagram, AaronBall30. Here pretty soon, we're gonna actually put up an actual funnel, and we're gonna actually accept some applicants. We're gonna turn on some ads, but if you get in early, you're gonna actually be able to secure your spot. Because as soon as we turn on ads to this, like everybody wants one. As soon as we turn on ads to this, the wait list may be way packed up to 2024. So now it's your turn to get some market share. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.